that's a part of this business that I think a lot of people fail to understand. Like, it's not glamorous.
No, it's not. You got to work really hard. I think like that's the one message. Like people ask, like, is it worth it? Is it worth it? It's like it's worth it if you are passionate about making music. If your goal is to make money and be in a tour bus and do cocaine and pick up girls, it's like, I mean, that could happen for you. But like, to be honest, it's like what you do is like don't sleep. You drive all night, you like play a show, you set up quick, play a show, and then you like get off. I'm sure you get drunk and have fun. Of course, it's super fun. But at the same time, you wake up hungover and you get in the van at 6 a.m. and you drive for 12 hours and you sound check. Yeah, like it's just like for July Talk, we toured like 5 years straight all over like North America and Europe and Australia. Like we didn't stop. We just like kept going. It was crazy. We like just finally took a break for like 8 months. It was like the first time ever.
You were on the road for 5 years?
Like roughly. Yeah. Like we were home like for like a month here. Yeah. And like, but even like the craziest stuff, like when we put out even our second record, like Touch, we went on tour for 4 months. Like literally just like in a van and just did it. And we were playing at that point, we were getting like some press. We were doing like radio stuff in the mornings and then like sound check and then shows. So it was just nonstop.
Because you guys got picked up all over the place, right? Like you got radio play, U.S., Canada, and
we got picked up by, our album came out on, and we're still signed to Sleepless. It came out on but Sleepless was just Sleepless. It was like an independent label. So it came out with, I think it was like 11 songs. It's like the white version of the first July Talk album, which, funny enough, are resurfacing. We just did like a bunch of record store like signing and meet and greet stuff, and a bunch of people were like, brought them. We're like, nice. Crazy. They're like, people are finding them again, which is funny.
That's awesome.
So that came out, and then probably like a couple months or 3 or 4 months later, whatever it was, Universal basically like picked up July Talk and Sleepless. So Sleepless became like a subsidiary of Universal, which it still is. And so our record came out again, but they wanted, I think we did 3 more songs. So we did like Summer Dress, Headsick, and Black Lace. And then those went on the record, and that's like the black cover version of that record. And then a few months later, we got signed to Island Records in the U.S. and to Universal, like in Europe, like all that kind of stuff. And they wanted 4 more songs, or 3 or 4 more songs.
They wanted to add.
So we literally like added more songs. We did like Gentleman, Blood and Honey. Yeah, that's it. There's probably more. It's hard to remember, but it just kept coming out. The first record's like 2 records.
Talk to me about what that process is like, right? Because I think for a lot of people, whether they're in the industry or they're not, I think most people don't have a real grasp of the way the sort of the machine works. Mm-hmm. So you're on the road, you guys are touring around, and meanwhile there's different labels that are looking at you. There's different, like all of that stuff that you guys have to deal with on the side. Did you have any part of that, or did you leave that up to somebody else?
I mean, I would say Peter and Josh like are kind of like a team originally that were like super involved. Peter's like really involved. Like he is hands-on, like super hardworking. It's like really inspirational. Like for me, even like doing this Tongue Helmet project, I'm taking a lot that I've learned from watching him. And he's like a young dude. He's like just turned 30. So when we were doing it, he was really young and he was just like hungry. He's just one of those guys that's been like hungry in the art industry and has just like navigated it really well. And like he's the kind of guy that's like taught me, him and Eamon like taught me like when you're on the road, if you're not sleeping, you're not eating, that doesn't matter. You gotta like perform and like make sure you're like, it's for the art. And you like put your body through hell for the art. And it's like this whole like replacements or like, you know what I mean? Like these like punk attitude type thing that I think that's what July Talk did literally until like we just like, now we're a bit older. We finally, you know, now we're on a bus for the first time.
Right.
And it's just like, oh,
6 years in.
And it was kind of like at first, like eventually we got like crew, even before we were on a bus, we got like some crew to help us. You know, like we had a guitar tech all of a sudden.
It's a
and
big
sometimes
fucking deal.
We had like a monitor person in the front of the house and a tour manager or whatever. and they would be like carrying our gear and be like, no, we got it, it's fine, and they'd be like, no, you're fine, go have a beer, right. Like you just played a set, like relax, we got it. And it was so hard for us to like understand that concept.
Right.
I still think it is. Like I still think we're like feel guilty and we're like, oh my God, like we are capable of helping do this. And like, you guys pay us to do this. It's like, okay. But yeah, I mean, I think we all still feel a bit uncomfortable with that. Like, I don't think we want to come off like we're not like rock star. Like we are, I think we are still in that. We want to maintain that down to earth kind of like what us in the van, like working hard for our art type of mentality. I don't think it'll ever die in our band, but when that dies in July Talk, I don't know if July Talk will be the same.